Hey guys, you have no idea how anxious I am to film this video right now. I've been gone for a really long time. In case you guys forgot, hi, my name's Eshani, aka Total Makeup Junkie here on YouTube. I said that wrong. My name is Eshani, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. There we go, getting back into the groove. I haven't made a video in quite a few months, and to be completely honest with you guys, I want to come on here and tell you what has been going on. There really wasn't one big trigger or one big event, life event or anything that happened. It's more what's been going on in here, which is hard for me to kind of put into words. So I know when YouTubers take long breaks and they come back, they usually do an explanation video on where the heck they've been. And while I do want to give you guys an explanation, I really can't form it into words quite yet. So I feel like up until I can do that, the show must go on. It feels so weird to jump back into talking about makeup content, but let's be honest, that's the thing that we all love the most. It's our escape, and right now, filming is my escape. So let's jump into it. Let's start off by talking about eyes. These are the new Touch in Soul Metallist Sparkling Foiled Pigments. If you are a fan of super reflective, metallic, glittery pressed eyeshadows, you'll love these. So here's what the packaging looks like. It comes in sort of like ColourPop looking packaging. There's a plastic stopper that just fell to the ground. RIP plastic stopper. But the actual shadow is this gorgeous pressed foiled pigment. When you put your finger in these, they almost feel like a cross between a pigment and a cream. Oh my goodness. They are electrically foiled, super shiny. They just look like tin foil on the skin. Okay, I went ahead and did some quick swatches for you guys on the 3 shades that I have. This one here that I swatched originally is Honey Brown. This one here is Aurora Taupe. And then this gorgeous duochrome is Sun Aurora. Can you just see how insanely wet looking these are? I didn't wet these swatches. I just took a little bit and just swiped it on with my finger, and they give you the most incredible sparkle. Depending on the shade, these can be used as shadow toppers. Some of these are more pigmented than others, so you can definitely use them as all over lid shadows just by themselves. They're not the cheapest eyeshadow products, but it takes the smallest amount of these to get such a big impact on your eyes. Honey Brown is the one I've been wearing the most. In my opinion, it's just the most kind of wearable coppery brown, and I have gotten so many compliments on it. I love these. Next up, I did want to give a quick shout out to my eyeshadow palette. In case you guys didn't know, I do have my own makeup line called Rani Cosmetics. We released our first eyeshadow palette a couple months back, and the feedback that I've received on this palette has been incredible. In case you haven't seen it yet, this is the lineup of colors we have for the Shattered Gems eyeshadow palette. It's got a mix of textures. There are 6 mattes, 3 metallics, and 3 diamond finish shadows. I know a lot of people might look at this palette and think, Eshani, how do you get cohesive looks using just this palette? It absolutely can be achieved, and I will have upcoming videos on how I use this palette shortly. But also remember, this palette can absolutely be pulled in with any of your other eyeshadow palettes, any neutral palettes you already have in your collection. Take 1 or 2 of these colors and tone it down, mix and match, and honestly, I can't say it enough, but I do love my eyeshadow palette. And in case you guys haven't had a chance to grab it yet, Rani Cosmetics is running an end of summer sale for the next week. You guys can snatch this palette up as well as any of our lipsticks or liquid lipsticks for 25% off. I will leave the link to shop below. You do have to enter a coupon code. The coupon code is SUMMERSAVE, and that will take 25% off your entire purchase. So yeah, if this is something you've been looking at and haven't bit the bullet yet, this is the first sale we've run on this palette. Now would be the time to get it. Or if you guys would rather see it in store, if you guys have a Riley Rose store at a mall near you, Rani Cosmetics Shattered Gems eyeshadow palette is available in Riley Rose stores across the country, which is insane. I haven't said that to you guys yet. I've told obviously my friends and family, and you guys have been spotting the palette in your local Riley Rose stores and sending me messages and DMs and congratulating me on it. Thank you so much. It is honestly one of the most surreal things ever. I need to film some kind of casual get ready with me or something where I can just dive into all of the details on how all of that came to be. But as of now, if you guys want to snatch this online today, 25% off your order on the Rani Cosmetics website, or jump over into your closest Riley Rose store, you should be able to snag it there as well. One of my favorite mascaras made the list this month. This is my IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This is a mascara I've used off and on for the past year or so, and I just cracked open this tube a couple weeks ago and I forgot how much I love this. This mascara has a pretty traditional looking brush and it does coat your lashes very, very thoroughly. This mascara will go 0 to not just 100, but 0 to 1,000 real quick. It thickens your lashes almost instantly. One coat of this looks like 2 or 3 coats of most other mascaras. Because of that, this can get clumpy and a little thick if you apply too much. But honestly, with this, less is more. And who's complaining about having to only put on 1 coat of mascara and get the effect of like 4 coats? So in terms of lips, recently, I have been experimenting with some unique formulas that in my opinion do more than one job. This is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. These are the Bobbi Brown crushed, what are these called? Crushed liquid lips. However, these are not your traditional matte, long-wearing liquid lipstick that dries down. This is the perfect blend of a lip balm, lip gloss, and lipstick. These are moisturizing on the lips. They do go on looking like a traditional, you know, liquid lipstick or lip gloss. But once you get them on, they just look so good, almost fully opaque, glossy, but they have the comfortability and the moisturization like a balm. These are 2 shades that I have that I absolutely love, 2 of my favorites. This one is Juicy Date and this one is In a Jam. To me, this is that perfect throw in your purse lip product formula because while they're not the longest wearing, if you eat or drink, you're definitely gonna wanna touch these up, but they're really easy to touch up. They're so comfortable, and so they're honestly a joy to touch up. I really love these. The other formula I wanted to give a shout out to is the newest Bite Beauty lip formula. They call this their Outburst Longwear Lip Stain. I picked up the shade Sangria Slush, and I've had this for a few months now. It's the most beautiful red with a strong pink undertone to it. If I wear this shade with more pinky or like hot pink lip liners, it'll pull more pink. If I wear it with red lip liners, it'll pull more red. It's actually the color I have on my lips today. It's kind of become one of my new power colors, I feel. Now I know when you hear the word stain, you think this is going to be a super, super long wearing, drying, uncomfortable feeling product on the lips. This is quite the opposite. To me, this is a very comfortable, very long wearing, super pigmented lipstick. It has like a cream or maybe like a satin finish to it. When you get it on your lips and it kind of sets a little bit, it doesn't feel drying at all. I love that it's very easy to apply. It's got kind of like a slim line, very easy to maneuver, I don't know, application method. I love the scent of it. It's kind of like a vanilla, fruity kind of scent. And yeah, overall, I think this is a really, really good formula from Bite Beauty. I mean, no shock. Bite Beauty does the best lip products. It's been a while since I've tried a Bite Beauty lip product that I've been disappointed in. The only thing I'm disappointed in is the fact that this only comes in 3 shades and all of them are really, really bright. I would love to see some deeper shades in this formula because it is so long wearing. I would love to see it in some vampy, brighter, deeper shades. Let's discuss some face products. This is a bronzer that is not new to my collection at all. This is a loved and abused bronzer, my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Deep Bronzer. You guys can see I've very clearly hit pan on this. The reason I wanted to mention it is because I've recently been mixing it with another even deeper butter bronzer shade. Good for Physicians Formula for finally listening to customer feedback and releasing darker bronzer shades. This one is called Deep Bronzer, and this is, it like marginally shows up on my skin tone. If you have any skin tone deeper than mine, the deep bronzer would not have worked. However, now they have their sculpting bronzer. This is a cool toned, dark bronzer that is meant for sculpting. It's meant for contouring. That's why it has a cool tone to it. I've said before that because my skin is so warm toned, if I use a really cool tone bronzer, it tends to look almost purple on my skin. Like my skin will look like it has a little bit of a bruise. But if I mix these two, I've noticed that I get a really, really nice color. If I were to only pick one, it would still be Deep Bronzer because it's like the perfect tone and perfect shade for me. But I have really been enjoying mixing it with the sculpting. That is the combination I have on my cheeks right now, kind of as the contour spots, and I love. Not gonna lie, you guys, I've really been into the kind of glowy, dewy setting sprays that just kind of make everything look, I don't know, a little wet and juicy. I don't know how to explain it, but this Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist, it does have the most ingenious sprayer. This stuff sprays out. Okay, let's see if the camera will even pick this up. Oh my God. I don't want to waste it, so I just gotta throw my face in that. It sprays out in the most fine mist. It doesn't hurt that this smells like watermelon Jolly Ranchers, because that's amazing. And while this spray doesn't make my makeup last longer necessarily, it definitely kind of meshes in all the powder, all the cheek products. It makes all of your makeup just kind of melt into one in a good way. You know, so nothing looks cakey or dry or weird. This is just, it's beautiful. Okay, I've got one skincare thing I wanted to quickly mention. The Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Whipped Cream Moisturizer? I was gonna say lotion, but I don't know. I guess it's a moisturizer. Drunk Elephant has some good skincare, let's be real. I've used some things from Drunk Elephant that I haven't been crazy about, and I've used some things that I'm like, yes, I will sell my firstborn child for an extra tub of this. Was that a little dramatic? Probably. This is my favorite nighttime moisturizer. This is a pretty thick, whipped face moisturizer. However, what I've noticed is during the nighttime, if I moisturize my skin really, really well, the next day after, you know, I wash my face and then moisturize with a lighter gel moisturizer, my skin doesn't tend to get as oily. And as long as I don't put this under makeup, this stuff works really, really nicely to quench your skin so your skin isn't producing an excessive amount of oil. This is also perfect if you're looking for a good moisturizer to use during the dry winter months. This is just beautiful. And I love the fact that it comes in like an airless pump. You just push this down and the perfect amount dispenses on the top, and then you can just use that all over your skin. I've got a fragrance to talk about. I am very, very fickle with my perfumes, depending on the season, depending on the mood, depending on the feel, depending on the vibe. I change up my fragrance a lot. This is the new one I've been obsessed with. This is the Byredo Flowerhead perfume. Byredo is expensive. It's actually insane. I think this might be one of my most expensive perfumes ever. However, this is one of those perfumes that every time I walked by it in a Neiman Marcus store or a Nordstrom store or a Bloomingdale's, wherever I saw Byredo, if I had the chance to just spray it on me, I would. And I've been doing that for about a year now. So recently I figured, since I've probably used up about a whole bottle in the past year of just walking by the Byredo counters in my Nordstrom store and stuff, I figured it was probably time for me to invest in my own little bottle. I just got the 1.6 ounce bottle because, like I said, I'm fickle. So by the time I use this up, I will probably be over it. This is one of the most unique floral scents I've ever smelled. It is definitely floral, but I'm gonna say something and it's gonna turn a lot of people off, but I feel like it almost has this licorice undertone to it. So it provides some like sweet sharpness to the floral. I don't even know. I'm probably wrong. There's definitely not licorice in here. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm gonna put the notes right here. It probably doesn't say licorice, so I'm probably sounding like a complete moron, but it smells so good. Okay, my final favorite before I move into a single flop that I have, I need to mention this. I know you've seen this thing all over YouTube, all over Instagram. Every hair brand seems to have a hair tool that looks like this now. This is the Revlon, I don't even know. I don't know what it's actually called. It's the Revlon blow dry styler thing. This basically gives you a blowout at home. I didn't believe in this, to be totally honest. I feel like I've seen contraptions like this before, and I thought they definitely wouldn't work for my hair because my hair is naturally really frizzy. So my assumption was that I would use this on my wet hair, and while sure, maybe it'll dry it because essentially this is a blow dryer, my assumption was that it would also just frizz it up. My best friend introduced me to this. She was using it and she was like, Eshani, you have to try this. So a few weeks later, I purchased one for myself, and the first time I tried it, I took a selfie, sent her a picture of my hair and was like, supermodel hair or what? And she was like, oh my gosh, that Revlon thing is life. She didn't use the word thing. She knows the actual name for it and I don't. But let me tell you guys, this is amazing. If you're looking for an easy blowout, something where you can jump out of the shower when your hair is still wet, you can turn this on, run this through your hair, and it will quickly dry your hair, style your hair, and just make your hair look voluminous, so much body. It just, I think this was about $60, probably the best $60 I've ever used on any contraption ever. Okay, so after that rave review, I do have one flop for you guys. This is a lip product that a lot of people have given really, really positive reviews, and I don't like them. This is the Physicians Formula Murumuru Butter lipsticks. When Physicians Formula extended their butter makeup collection, originally they had their bronzers, and they came out with blushes, highlighters, eyeshadow palettes, lipsticks. I was really excited. These are glossy, balmy, really pretty lipsticks. I mean, they're infused with that Murumuru butter, so they're just, they're smooth. These are the two shades I have. They're pretty similar to each other. This one is Brazilian Nut, and then this one over here is Acai Berry. I love the color pigmentation on them. I love the glossiness and the shininess. I love the way they feel on the lips, but the one big issue I have, which is why I just don't like these are infused with an SPF 15, which is great, especially if you're wearing them out by the beach, out in the sun, just your daily life. The sun is hitting your lips, you've got an SPF 15, that's fantastic. But this has that weird SPF that when it gets in your mouth, which, I mean, it's a lip product and it's a glossy lip product and it fades easily, inevitably it's gonna get in your mouth. When it gets in your mouth, or you just lick your lips, it almost coats your mouth with this, I don't know, almost like medicinal taste and just like this film. Only lip products with SPF do that to me. And it's not every lip product with SPF, but I think it's just a certain kind of SPF. But basically, it just gives my whole mouth this disgusting feel and taste, and I don't like it. So as much as I love the colors, the pigmentation, the way they look, the way they feel, I can't get behind the mouth feeling like grossness. I can't get behind that. Alrighty guys, that wraps up my first video back, my August favorites video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to hopefully continue on my Monday, Thursday filming, uploading schedule. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments down below what your faves or flops for the month were, and I will see you guys in my next video on Thursday. I'll see you then. Bye.